dramatic. You know, there's a lot of normalcy and a lot of everyday feeling, but I think if we take that perspective, we fall in love all of a sudden, we have losses all of a sudden. So I feel like as a writer and observer of my own mind, I just decided to look at my family. But the specific thing happened on the 26th of December 2016. I was at my family's annual Boxing Day party. For context, I live in Los Angeles. I've been living in Los Angeles for the last, let me open up for you guys, for the last 10 years. And so every year I come home to meet my family. And there was this moment, there's this particular dancehall song called In Our Heart. And my family all gathered around my cousin quite dramatically, like, in our heart, and everyone was doing that. And I was like, oh shit, we have really dope parties. I should make this a movie. So it kind of started there. And I've been making short films for years and years, but this particular film is the one that came to fruition, particularly because it became something that was from the heart. A lot of the experiences in there are similar to my own, a slight fabrication of my own. You know, my dad's name is Bilal. I have a very famous ex-girlfriend pop star, I'm joking. So I just kind of put those pieces together to make this film.
And this is your feature directorial debut. What is director Aml Ameen's perspective on actor Aml Ameen?
Very good question. He's alright. He's alright. The funny thing is, people have asked me a lot about that question. How do you direct and act in your own movie? And a couple of tricks that naturally happened. One, I learned very quickly that, you know, you think directing is the boss's job, but it's actually the job of serving other people. Everybody's asking you for like answers, everybody's asking you questions, and so you become a servant to other people. Plus, when you've got really terrific actors, what happens is you're like, you know what, I want to collaborate more. So often me and Asia Naomi King, especially, did you guys see the outtakes where she was doing like the Jamaican kind of this, you know, quite terribly, but she was trying, she's giving it her best shot. We do a lot of that. We collaborate a lot, and a lot of just a lot of fun to kind of get the groove going. Yeah, that was kind of how the take was on me as a director.
I have questions about the Jamaican accent, which I will get to in detail, believe me. But there are many things that this film gives you that we haven't really seen before, because, you know, as we said many times, this is the first Black British rom-com set around Christmas, which is hugely significant. Why do you think it's taken so long to get to this point? And I mean, you must be so excited that you get to be the one to do it, to give it to us.
Oh man, I don't know. Why is it taking so long to get to this point? I think to lean into the positive perspective, which I always like to do, our culture has grown so much over the last decade. I think that there's a lot of talent, Black British talent, that have grown internationally and are recognizable internationally. But I also feel like we've gotten to know each other more intimately. You know, I did a film called Kidulthood, like in 2006. Drive, Trevor, I'm a little one driller. I know all of you don't want to say that, Trevor. But I did that film, and that was kind of an introduction to a kind of subculture that many people weren't aware of. And then I did The Bill, and I tried to kind of put those little twangs in there as well. And so I feel like, and the music has helped so much. You know, all these amazing artists like Skepta and Giggs, and all like have really helped to. I wasn't Julie Dench saying something like one of Skepta's songs or something. It was quite amazing. So I love the UK and I love London really specifically. I think we're the most multicultural city in the world. I've traveled the world as an actor, and I can say that quite confidently. And I wanted to really represent the best of who we are. And I think the timing for that representation has arrived, you know? We know each other, we enjoy each other's food, cuisines, we understand the banter, and if nothing else, we're fascinated enough from a non-judgmental perspective. So I think that, although I could say other things about why it's taken so long, I really like to focus on the fact that it's here, and it belongs to the audience now. And, you know, whatever you think of my film, good, bad, enjoy, you know, whatever you feel, I made this film for the UK at large, genuinely. It's a film that I wanted to give to the audience and say that, you know, I've loved rom-coms. I'm a big fan of rom-coms, you know, and I've loved Love Actually. I've loved Notting Hill. I've loved This Christmas, which is an American film. I've loved all these amazing films, Best Man, and I wanted to give this to the UK and just say, this is our us turning the lens on your neighbours or your best friends, or for those that identify specifically with it, your own culture. So that's what I wanted to do for this one.
I love the little nod that you have to Love Actually in this movie.
Love Actually, yeah. The Boyman, like it.
Yeah. That doesn't work anymore.
That doesn't work anymore. I like it. It's a great line.
Another thing that we don't often see on screen is an opulent Black British family, but we get that here as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm just really rich. So, trying to line up the others, right? I'm